Okay, so he's telling me you don't have any sound. So I'm talking, but you don't hear me. Uh, so I have no paper and I don't know how to do. Just be patient. He's working on the topic, and we are very sorry with that. Mm,
Can at least someone hear me?
yeah, I can hear you, but the audience cannot hear us. So I like
That's a problem.
I spoke for nothing.
You can do hand signs.
Okay, it should work. It should be working. Community confirmed. Yes. Okay, community is confirming we have some. So sorry, just going back to what I said for nothing. We are very happy to have Adrian Alonso today here with us, the CEO of
Again, hi.
Gamegenic. And if you have questions, you can start asking them. He's there for that. We've just released a new product with Adrian, which named is the Counselor Pro. This is an awesome product, very incredible product. And maybe I will start first with a small question, because this Counselor Pro, I think you have it on the table right in front of you. Can you show it and maybe just show us how it works very quickly for the audience, and then we will go to the audience questions.
So first of all, I'm very happy to be participating here. Thank you for having me, and thank you for having us as Gamegenic. We started this journey together before I'm showing the product 2 years ago to make a difference. I think this is the thing that we are very bounded the one to each other, is because we really love what we do and we try to revolutionize everything that we do. So it was a link from the very beginning. And to continue on what you were saying, yes, I have the product here, and it is that big. It is incredibly beautiful. It is leather red material, because I've seen this question. It is not leather, it is leather red material, so it's vegan. No worries, it's not real leather, but it looks like leather, it almost smells like leather, and it feels like leather without being anything that harms animals. This product is the combination of all the products that you can imagine, and especially tailored to the needs of the game altered, because that's what we usually do. We don't put a logo on existing products. We try to make the difference in trying to understand the game, and with that, having products that fits the needs of the game. So if you open it this way, usually one of our key features is that you would have this flap that big and would take a lot of space. But we have this convertible system, which you can take this off and you put it on the bottom. So you will not lose the flap, and it's on the bottom. So either open or close, you have the same space. You have here a dedicated space for a playmat, for up to 3 playmats, the standard ones. Double-sized ones doesn't fit because of the size. You can fold playmat, but it would not fit. And I will not recommend to fold it. But the regular standard playmats will fit inside up to 3 here. Then you can put here up to 400 double sleeve cards. If there are not double sleeves, even 600 sleeve cards. And if you prefer, instead of having deck boxes inside, there's a divider here. And this divider, by the way, if you have thought in there, you have seen this track that this is two parts track that fit perfectly here inside. So you can have your cards here, your playmat here, your standees here. And if you want to have instead the cards deck boxes inside, you just swift this. There's another slot where you put this on the other side, and now you're able to put deck boxes inside, which you have seen as well. And now the deck boxes will fit. And on top of that, you have here 2 drawers fitting all the needs for tokens, extra cards, and so on. So this is the best product for this game. And of course, we've heard that it's quite expensive. Well, it's not. If you take in comparison what exists in the market, it is worth the money, because it's very big, the quality is astonishing, and it's the one-stop product that you want to have. You want to carry your collection with that. So it's not overpriced. If we could have done it much cheaper, we would have, but it's impossible with all the crafted quality that is inside. So it's worth the money.
I've checked the first comments about the news about this product, and what I've seen is, yes, some people said it's expensive, but they didn't say it's overpriced. They just mentioned that it was eventually out of budget, or they had to make a choice in between cards and products. So of course, it will be different from each and every one of us. But maybe we already have some questions from the community. Yes, Pierre, show it to me. So first question for Gamegenic is, well, what is Gamegenic? Okay, so that's one good question.
What is Gamegenic? That's a good question. Gamegenic is we design accessories with the purpose of enriching gamers' experience. So it's not when we design boxes, for example. So we have boxes for decks, for cards, for even for board games in some cases, but especially here in the Alpha products, we try to understand the needs of the game, and with that we tailor products that will enrich your gamers' experience. Like for example, a deck box where you can fit a full deck and also the tokens and so on. But also things like that. This is the adventure. This is needed for this game if you want to enrich the journey, and if you want to have the parts here not moving around on your table, so they stay in place. And on top of that, we have also the acrylic standees, the heroes. So we're talking here in a TCG, but we are here in a TCG world, and we're talking about a TCG. But with these standees, since this game is so unique and so great, you really get into the mood of the game if these two guys encounters, and if they are more than just that cardboard's tokens that you usually have. So the whole thing is to protect and to enrich gamers' experience with accessories that fits the needs of the game. That's Gamegenic.
If I'm correct, Adrian, Gamegenic is part of Asmodee, and Asmodee is our main partner. That's how we've met. I think you're very well known for your sleeves. That's what I hear the most about, sleeves and deck boxes, if I'm correct. Do you do some products I forgot? I mean, how wide is your brand, just to understand your market?
Yes, we're part of Asmodee, and we're very proud of being part of Asmodee. We are a studio that was created 5 years ago, out of nothing. And people ask me a lot of questions. Why is it possible that in so short amount of time you were able to revolutionize the world of accessories? Well, the thing is, I'm not doing this for the very first time. I've built other brands before, and I've built brands that became also very successful worldwide. And that's the reason, all the experience and with a team behind, because this is not only about Adrian and Alonso, it's an incredible team that I have behind of professionals, gamers, and incredible talented people. With the selection of the team plus the experience that I bring into the market, we are able to, in the shortest amount of time, of developing things that are sometimes much ahead of time, revolutionizing how you play your games or how you store your games, and so on. And Asmodee is part of this journey together with you, but it was not our inspiration. Since we are part of Asmodee, we need to work with you. That was not the option. We have plenty of projects, but this game is really so good. We truly believe in this game from the first minute we were showcased this game, that it was very important for us. Okay, we have common things that we share, and that's the reason we want to make a difference together in this journey.
Yeah, but personally speaking, I have to say we were very lucky, because we've met Adrian like a year and a half ago or something like this.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was so much time saving and so much more easier to work with someone who was already family because of the partnership with Asmodee, and it made things so smooth. And also, you are based in Germany, which is close to France, so we have like 5-6 hours drive, and you're not based in Asia or in the US. Very convenient for a French person.
Who would have come around the world to meet you guys. So again, I believe in this game. The game is incredibly good, and I believe in our products. And we are made to be together, and that's the reason. That's a combination of our biggest efforts of both of us, and trying to make the difference in this landscape. And it's not that easy. People think, yeah, it's creating deck boxes, everyone can do that, or creating sleeves, everyone can do that. I can tell you, no, it's not that easy. And even on playmats, there are so much differences in playmats. Our playmats, for example, are natural rubber. Many of playmats out there are from neoprene, which neoprene is an oil material. Ours are made of natural rubber, which they don't smell, and they flat. So we try on every single product that we develop to make innovation on this product, but innovation that makes sense. because I can put 100,000 features on a product if I want. But do these features make any sense to the game? And that's how we approach, and that's the same approach that you guys had with this game. Of course, you can try to put everything that you have ever seen on every game in one game just to make the difference. You have selection, the very best ideas, plus bringing new ideas to make this game so good, and that's how we interact as well with our partners.
Yeah, and by the way, I know we have community questions, but just on my side, Gamegenic is doing the same with Star Wars, for example, Star Wars Unlimited, and some other games. And he's amazing at what he does. Very creative people, and I mean,
To finalize the question, you might have heard about also in terms of Magic, the cooperation we did with the professor. We did also a deck box for this kind for this guy together with him, and on everything that we design, we do. I always say we do things right or we don't do them, and it's the same for you guys. That's the reason we love each other.
Yes, Pierre. Yes, there is a question. Can we have a big box with enough space for the Excel playmat? The guy is named Armando Intignano. I hope I pronounce it well. He has a very good question. Can you make it bigger?
Well, it depends. If you want to have a big box that is that size that doesn't even fit on backpacks, this one would still fit in the most common backpacks. Others will not fit, and it will be also very hard to transport. So we decided to stay with the standard size, and that's the reason that we put it that way. One last thing that I want to mention is, if you don't, on this section, if you don't put playmats, you will fit as well cards. That's the reason it is called 1000, because here you can fit 600 sleeve cards, and then you could have also the option of having here the cards and having here the deck boxes and so on. So this is a multifunctional box, and again, having the Excel playmat would mean having a double this size, which would be not that handy to transport. So no, it's not planned.
Yeah, maybe the double is made for play at home and not move it too much. I mean, well, I would say it this way, but everybody's. I mean, you can try to transport it in different. Maybe in the tubes, the art tubes, like you can buy for big posters. You could use one of those for the double. Maybe would be an idea.
Yeah.
We have one more question coming from Armando again. Can we have these deluxe products in blue or other colors? That's one question we expected.
That's a great question. Thank you for that. We decided at the beginning not to overwhelm the market and to overwhelm the Kickstarter as well. And that's the reason we selected one color that fits all the factions. And that looks more like this adventurer look. The thing that you usually have, this leather red, this color leather red material that you usually had on known movies of adventurers and so on. I will not say which one, but you know what I mean. And they usually have these colors. And that's the reason we want to have just one color at the beginning for the premium ones. For the entry-level ones, we came out with two different options. The one with the original card back of the card, and another where you can see all the heroes. So there are two options here. No different colors for factions. Where we have different factions is on the sleeves, because I think that's a nice thing to have if you like on faction to have the sleeves that goes with that, and same case as well for the hero standards that we've designed.
Just personal question about the color choices. Let's say tomorrow the community wants a blue box. Okay, they insist. How would it work for you just to, I mean, let's say tomorrow you decide to do a blue box. When can we expect it to have it in stores?
It's not that easy as you might think. So we are very careful as well on the material selection that we do. And if we do another color, it should be, of course, of comparable material that was done with the first one. And for that, we would need to source, first of all, the material. This material, for example, is not a random material that we just picked. This was designed for us. So we only the process of selecting this color and this material with this soft touch feeling and so on took almost half a year until I had the card. And if we go to another color, it's the same process. So we need to have different options, selecting the options, also doing all the tests that goes with the material that is needed, that materials are safe for everyone, and so on. So it takes a pretty amount of time, and that's the reason. If it's not planned from the very beginning, where we have a clear planning, it's always doable, but it takes some time.
So it's like what, a year, 6 months from the idea to the retailer?
To the retailer, it could be in total with production time, shipping time. Nowadays, shipping, and especially in Europe with the Suez Canal and so on, takes so much longer. It could be almost a year, yes, with the material selection, prototyping, and so on. So it's not just, oh yeah, let's put another material on that. So it's, of course, everything is doable, but it depends on the timing.
So new question about acrylic. Any plans for Dial's tracker or similar? You know, just I think it's something which is asked to count how much there is on mountain, aqua, and forest on each side. You know, something to help people who want to count this way.
Well, I'll be honest. Right now, for the Kickstarter, it is not planned. I always say never. Maybe on retail later we can add it to our portfolio, but for now, for the Kickstarter, it is not planned.
Okay. Well, I knew it, but you answer. Next question is, will the generic tokens become available as their own packs? Peter Zeller.
Okay. That's a very great question, and I was expecting this question. So first of all, thank you for this question. It's a good one. I will be 100% transparent and honest with you on this one. We planned from the very beginning the tokens, the attendees, the hero attendees, with the existing heroes and their companions. The existing heroes and companions, you need to know, they will exist not just on set one, they will exist for a long time. So we very careful on selecting the right amount of heroes and companions that goes with that. We didn't plan the generic ones at the beginning, but we are listening. So we during the campaign, we saw that many were telling us, yeah, why not adding the generic ones? So again, it was not planned, because we always thought it is more, you get much more in the mood if you see the hero that you're playing with the companion that goes with that, and these two meeting. And that's the reason we didn't have at the beginning. Later during the campaign, and since it was requested a lot of times, we thought, okay, that's since we are very happy with everything that is going around the Kickstarter, let's give it on top of what is planned for free to the original standees, the two generic ones that are planned in there. And that's the reason they are in the packs now, since it was unlocked, together with the 6 existing ones. So we're not talking about a pack of 6, we're talking about a pack of 8 for the same price. We didn't change on it, we're taking it on our side. It's a gift from our side. Having the generic ones on a single pack, at least for now, it is not planned. Why? Because you need to understand also the production slots. In terms of being able to produce this product, we have already reserved production slots. And we have reserved production slots for 6 packs, not for 7. 7 would mean another one. And then that's the reason that right now it is not planned to have a set with generic ones. But I always say never. At least for the campaign, it is not planned. Maybe later it will be planned. But for now, it is. We believe it's the right thing to have, because you are much more in this. I'm on a track on an adventure, but if you want to have the generic ones, you can, and that's the reason we decided to do it like that.
Yeah, and I mean, for the story on our side, when we started testing the game at Gen Con, Adrian had already done the tokens we needed for the few heroes we had. And since we only use those heroes tokens, for us, it became a habit that anywhere we went, we had those hero tokens. We never thought about using any generic tokens, because we always used the acrylic tokens anywhere we went, and people loved them so much that to us, it became like a habit of just coming up. We need hero tokens that looks like the heroes you play. That's why we made the first offer. And yes, that wasn't planned at all for generic tokens that Adrian and Gamegenic offered to you as an extra for the packs that are already available on the KS. But luckily enough, he was able to make it. So that's really cool. I mean, this wasn't planned. So yes, that's cool to have a B plan at some point.
Yep.
We have a next question.
Maybe.
Iron Kraken. What about future support? Will you keep supporting Altered, or is this a one-time thing?
No, we will continue. We believe in the success of Altered, and we will support every time that it's needed. Altered on every new release, if there are some changes or new arts or whatever. So we are here on a long-term journey, and that's I think to give you confidence that that's not one shot. Here, two companies working together, two companies putting all their efforts, all their teams together to be working together. If we don't believe in this project, we will not put, especially a third party like we are in this case, we will not put that energy if we don't believe in this project, and if we don't see a bright future on this project. So the answer is yes, we will of course continue to have great products around that.
And I have some crazy idea for Adrian, but he's not yet ready. You know, I want to be able to do print on demand for the sleeves, but he said no. So maybe one day.
I always say never, but don't go too crazy right now.
Any accessories for the exploration cards? Sleeves don't work for orientation. Okay, so that's maybe more a question for me. This is because the adventure card, we call them adventure card. When you sleeve them, you know, you can recognize where is the opening of a sleeve compared to the other side. And so at pro level, when you really pay attention to things, someone shuffling them, you could already guess which side your card is turned in, so which biomes are available. But this is the kind of thing that, for example, in tournaments, we might address by giving you away adventure cards specifically made for the tournaments, which won't be sleeved. So you will have no sleeves for those adventure cards. And that's eventually one way of addressing the issue. But maybe you, Adrian, have more ideas and some products that could work well with that.
Well, we have a product that is called closable sleeves, where all the four edges are, these are inner sleeves, where all the four edges are closed with a flap that goes inside. With that, if you use them, you cannot recognize which side is which. Basically, of course, if you take it really carefully on it, you will always see which side is the flap. This could be an option. Besides that, a full close sleeve where you cannot see it would be difficult. But again, there's a product that could address this option, which is closable sleeves.
That's a good question. I mean, we've thought about it, and when we come to tournaments, organization, and so on, we will come with a solution for everyone.
The good part of this product is this one fits a sleeved or unsleeved card, so there's not a problem with that.
Yeah, that works well. We have another question. Is there a plan? No, can you? Sorry, I didn't have time to read. It's coming back on the screen. Is there a plan A for faction sleeve and not just the starter heroes? Can you do it again? Sorry, I need think about it twice. Was it well transcribed? Is there plans, other plans for faction sleeves and not just the starter heroes? Yes, okay, that's a good question. I like it.
Yeah, again, so we plan a long-term partnership, and we plan coming with other options of sleeves. This is the if you want, the set one sleeves that we are starting with, and in the future, yes, we are planning other options for sleeves.
Okay.
Important
Just to be honest.
Sorry, important addition to the sleeves is having a good conversation with you guys. We decided to put a clear sleeves on top of the art sleeves, so you will have a pack of 50 sleeves plus one art sleeve, which is not described right now on the Kickstarter. And this one clear sleeve will then help you for your hero. That's something that especially Eric and the team of InToX asked us to do. And also here, with no additional cost, we decided, okay, let's put one clear sleeve on top of that, if this helps the gaming experience.
Yeah, this one sleeve is funny because it wasn't intended, but when we came up to open the packs, we saw it, and it's cool to have it for the tokens, for example. But also, just to tell the truth, because this is on our side, the faction sleeves, we have thought about them. I wanted them, but we couldn't prepare the. I mean, we didn't order the arts we needed for the sleeves long enough in advance. We didn't plan for that long enough in advance. And when Adrian gave us his deadlines, we couldn't reach them with the final product we wanted for this type of sleeves. So this project has been halted, and it will be thought about again later on, but this won't be part of the Kickstarter campaign. But that would be amazing to have factions sleeves in general. I love the idea, just not yet, maybe in the future.
Yeah, I love the idea as well, and I saw some early sketches that you showed me, and they were really beautiful. So I think that's an option for the future. Yeah.
Yeah, this is where we realized. This is where we realized that we had to tell you, like, it was a year and 3 months in advance about those, or otherwise we couldn't have them. So it was really something we didn't plan way enough on our side, because well, it's a
the development time is quite challenging. So people think we can just develop things like that, even on sleeves. And again, also on sleeves, there are also prototyping phase, there are printing phase, and so on. And the good thing is, on the sleeves, which I have here, the printing quality is astonishing. They are borderless. If you take a look on existing sleeves out there, they're with arts, they all have borders. We don't have borders on that, so to don't compromise the look. And we've been working on these sleeves since we started together, because I wanted to have also here the very best sleeves. This is a new formula of the sleeves. These are not the sleeves that we've done before. We are coming with a new formula just for you guys, and they are texturized a little bit, and they shuffle like butter. And they shuffle in all the shows that you have done so far. People were in love with these sleeves because they shuffle so good, and the art is so great, and also the resolution. If you take a look, difficult to see here, but also on the very fine things, the resolution is astonishing. The colors are vibrant, and they just look incredibly good. So we are very proud as well here on the sleeves we have designed for Arthur.
Yes, I mean, they are not faction sleeves, but I love them no less. Really cool. And then really, this is, I'm an old gamer. I've seen all kind of sleeves, and you like them or you don't like them, but they are really feeling. I mean, it's a fresh feeling you have into your hands with those sleeves. You have to try shuffling them. It's just brand new. You feel like there is something fresh to the innovation into the sleeve feels.
Yeah.
Do we have yes. My community manager is looking at me like, yes, I have questions for you. Yes. Do you work on QR code hiding sleeves? Could it be an option? Oh, whoa, that's a nice one.
All right, that's a good one. That's thank you for this idea. I was not thinking about it. It's possible, actually. This could be an option that we can discuss later on. Yeah, like the idea.
So that's very doable. I mean, obviously, but as well, for those of you that are willing to play competitively at some point, it's not a good idea, because we wouldn't allow them. Because for ease of use for the judges, they have to have access to the QR codes very easily. For the others, I mean, if Adrian comes with a brilliant idea, eventually he will offer it to you, I guess.
Yeah, and especially for tournaments, of course, you need to be able to scan the QR code. But in general, it's a good idea.
Oh, no. I have another good one for you. What about an album that could hold all the different cards of this first set? All of them, not only part of them, not only a bunch of them, all of them. I don't even know how many pages that would require.
Yeah, how many cards would that mean?
There is more than 500 different cards plus unique cards. was probably 700 if you want to have one slot for each of them, something like this. I might be wrong.
Yeah, so
Something-
it would mean an album of 40 pages instead of 20 pages. Right now we can put 360 cards in there. So also here we wanted to have products that in terms of the costs are comparable to existing ones. We define ourselves as a premium brand, but premium doesn't mean expensive. We with all the extra features that we put on there, all the extra materials that we put on there, on them, we try to be market competitive, and that's the reason standard albums right now have 20 pages. Bringing an album that has 40 pages would mean to redesign the whole thing, also testing, taking us time, but making the product almost twice the price. And then people would have asked us why your albums are so expensive, so much more expensive than the existing ones. And that's a good one. It could be an option for the future. Right now we have what is considered a standard size amount of pages for albums.
Yes, there is. I mean, I'm not aware of all the existing product, but I can't remember of products doing that besides the things you bring into a classroom, and where you add manually the pages. But I don't see any other.
Well, there are binders.
We
We have binders in our portfolio. Yet now, besides the official altered ones, where you have the D rings and then extra pages. This exists in our portfolio. You can buy pages and the D ring binder, and then making it like that. But this is not a tailored product for altered, and but the possibility is still there. And in the future, we might bring maybe one which would fit all the needs.
Okay, I didn't even know you had this product. You see, I discovered things tonight. Next question from someone called Never. Is there any plan to have an add-on that contains all the accessories, including the new box? The all-in-ones. I want the Cancellator Pro with everything within.
In the pledge. Well, that's more a question for you guys than for me.
Yeah. You know what? Probably not. Just because, I mean, we could do it, but at some point, adding one more add-on to the list, you just pick it aside, and anyway we won't assemble it for you, so you're not going to receive it to have it sent at home with everything packed within. It's not going to happen, so you're going to have to unpack every little piece, but then you will do it your way and your own. Now we are not going to do it for you, sorry. And like you said, Never, this is your name, man. Never. Apparently, we just reached 2.6 million. Congrats. Well, let's go. The thing is, it's me posting when we do that. So we have people here waiting for the next stretch goal to be unveiled. And I'm not doing it because I'm doing the interview. So you will have to wait 23 more minutes for me to press the button. Or I might do it right now. Am I a nice guy? Am I a nice guy? Okay.
In life, wow.
Yes, again. I can first.
Then I need to check myself as well.
Are you ready if I do post?
Check if you're ready.
Oh, I mean, okay, someone, he tells me that.
Maybe it's going to live.
Is it? Have we reached 2.6?
Yeah, we did.
We did. Okay.
We need some sound of drum rolls or something. I don't know.
He wasn't sure. Oh, I don't know. Okay, and it seems like, but you know what? Someone posted it for me. Someone is really nice in this company and did post it.
So
I don't know who.
So you're not the only one working for.
Well, I can see seven. I was the only one. All right. Do we have a next question? Yes, we have. Any plans for faction dices?
Also a very good one. So if you take a look on all the products that we have designed, also was here not to overwhelm everyone. We thought and at the beginning, and Eric will not unveil it, but could confirm this story, we had even much more products designed for the campaign. But at the end, we needed to check what is still okay for a campaign and what not. And at some point, dice were part of it. And then at some point, we decided, okay, we believe right now we have the right amount of products a good package, everything that fits to the needs right now, and that's the reason we don't have a dice specific for altered right now. Also, here again, we are on a long journey together, and this is something that it's probably coming in the future.
And also I will add something is that when Adrian and his team decided to back us up, we were no one, we were nobody. We didn't start communicating outside from the Asmodee world. We didn't know how well we could do, and when Adrian decides to go with a catalog of product for us for the Kickstarter, he's taking a risk because once it's sold, he has to deliver, and if we don't generate enough quantities for him to reimburse his investment, he's losing money. So it was a leap of faith for him doing that, and we have to thank him for that, because otherwise we wouldn't have such a big catalog if we wouldn't know Gamegenic for a long time at the moment. Let's be honest, wouldn't be that big of a catalog.
So it was a mutual trust, because people that are not in this business might not know that if you make a product, there are what we call MOQs, minimum order quantities for a product, in terms of being acceptable of production price. Because of course I can produce just one, but if I produce just one of one thing, it's nobody can afford it. And that's the reason you need to have a certain amount of quantities to be able to make it to produce to a product to a price that makes sense for everyone. And so that's the reason also on the selection of the products, we trusted on many things, and on some things we even went further than that. But in some cases we needed to reduce just the SKUs in terms of risk assessment. But again, we all see right now that it was the right choice to trust each other, and we're very happy about that.
Yeah, we are happy. Very. And we have a next question, which is about, I think this is about the playmats. I've read it 20 seconds ago. So it's, do you have plans for other new playmats with cards and play zones, such as the whale? Yes, because I've seen some questions about, can we have this design with the zones? And
yes, so there are always two blocks of gamers that exist out there. There are the block of gamers that don't want to be told where to put the cards, and the block, and therefore they don't want to have the fields. And there are the other ones who loves to have the dedicated spaces and spots for that. Then on top of that, if you have the specific fields, you need to have an art on the back side that is not disturbing, that is not where you can see the fields and so on. So that's the reason with the whale, thought it's a very beautiful art, and you are able with the whale to put the zones and that. On some other artworks, it was just not possible. In the future, yes, there will be others coming with fields, with upcoming releases, with new arts that will be coming, and we will be working on that. So there will be always these two fields for playmats, for people that just want to have a beautiful art without any intrusive design of fields, and others that they love to have the fields. That's also the reason on the double one, we decided there's only one right now on the double one. This one has the fields, and maybe in the future we will have double ones without the fields. So these are possibilities.
That's a very tough decision, because you need to sell those playmats to make it even for you in terms of cost. And when you make the decision, do I go with zones? Do I go without zones? Some people like them with zones, some people want them without zones. So we decided that one playmat with zone for a single player playmat would be good to go. And by the way, the whale is astonishing. I mean, I love the whale. I will buy it for myself. But I also like the fact that I can have more choices without zones, because I want to use those playmats for many other occasions as well.
We have, for example, one of the playmats I really love is the art that you have behind you. I really love this one. You can discover so many things on this one, especially on playmats. It's so beautiful to discover all the details and so on. But this one would be, it is too heavy with art. The fields would not have worked on this one, and that's the reason that we selected something that is more calm to be able to put the spots.
Yeah, that's That's really true. I mean, this one doesn't fit with the other, unfortunately, and some others don't either. Next question from David C. How long does it take to design a new deck box or sleeve when you have the art?
When I have the art, well, we need to differentiate in, if we have the art of entry level ones, these are all overprint boxes. Or if we're talking about premium products that usually don't have any art printed on them. So there are two different things. If we have an art on this existing one, since this product is already designed with all the features that goes with that, you have an extra box here for the tokens and so on. So we have already designed this box, we have already prototyped this box. Putting an art on that is, in terms of timing, of course we need to adapt the art, because when you close the box, you see it's closed here, and it fits. So this is not that easy to do, and they need to the art needs to continue. But once we have the die line for this box, the own box that we have developed, this is our own idea here. It's, in terms of timing, easier. It could take a couple of weeks. For a premium box, it's different. A premium box, it's the features that goes with it, the mechanics that goes with it. So, for example, this one has a cutout here, so you can recognize which deck is inside even without opening the box. Then you open the flap, you have a dedicated spot here for the card. When you take the card out, this cutout is still protected from dust because the pocket is here. You put it on the bottom, you are able here to fit the full deck of cards, up to 60 double sleeve cards. Right now you don't need even 60 double sleeve cards, but who knows in the future. So we wanted to have something that also withstands the future. And if you're not double sleeving, you can even put more cards in there. Then, of course, you have tokens. So, but tokens, designing a box like that would mean a compact, because this is still a compact box. If designing a box like that, this would be not a so great design, because a drawer that you take out like that, everything will fall out. So also here, a new idea that we brought into that. So this will flip down. Now you have easy accessibility to your cards, to your decks, easy accessibility, and here also the drawer is horizontally. And even it goes further than, if you don't need the drawer because you just want to have two decks inside, these are equal in size. So you can put here one deck and here another deck. So there are many options, and with that, you see that it takes a lot of time on having all these ideas, combining these ideas, making it work, making trying the first prototypes, seeing if it's worked like we thought, shaking upside down how strong the magnets are the cards still safe inside, and so on and so on. So it takes much more time, and from the first idea until a product that we have here could be a couple of months, and sometimes it's faster and sometimes it's longer, but we do, as I mentioned at the beginning, we do things right or we don't do that, and we don't do any compromise either on quality nor on functionality, and that's how we develop our products. So therefore, premium products is longer than entry-level products, but you need to know, because this one is already designed, it's already engineered. This one is only putting another art on it.
And just for those who don't know, you've seen the laser box here, the premium one. Some lucky guys and women have won it over our social media during a giveaway, and they will have the box signed with whatever they want to sign on it. And I think that's really cool. I mean, I don't even have that for myself. So
no, you don't. You don't.
No.
They will have here your. Oh, that's it. They will have here their names on both sides, engraved. So the very unique product.
Next question. Let's go. How would you Gamegenic collect and sort the cards in your folder? So now you have to commit yourself. How do you do?
Right now we don't even have all the cards here, so we don't even collect them right now. So in the future, then we will need two binders, since you just said so many different cards. But again, as I mentioned, either you are having two of these, or in the future we will have one that fits all. But we wanted to have comparable products of existing products in terms also of pricing, so people don't feel, even though that it's a Kickstarter, don't feel that everything is overpriced. All the products, even the big one, is market standard prices, even if they sound so expensive. So there are market standard prices also on the premium ones, and also the entry level. There's no single product that is overpriced just because we're doing a quick Kickstarter. And
I can answer for myself. I know the answer about the question, because since I will play a lot and I've asked myself the same question. I know what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the 2 binders, because 2 binders is enough for the core set. And I know I'm going to focus only on 2 or 3 factions. So 1 binder is going to be my main faction, so the 1 factions I want to play the most. And 1 binder is enough. So I will have common, the rare into the faction, and the unique card. And the other rare, which is belonging to another faction, will be into the rare slot from the other faction. So I will probably have, I'm an Izmir, Axiom, Oris player on one side, and Lyra, Muna, and Bravos on the other, unless my favorite. So it should work this way. And for the unique slots, I will just keep the 1, 2, or 3 best uniques I have for each slot, and the other ones I will just store them away in another card, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, I'm also curious to see how people do for themselves, but that's the way I have designed for my way. I think.
Also for other games, I've seen so many different users and so many different art to collect the cards. So it's very specific for everyone. There's not a one solution for that, and that's the reason that usually people or companies stick to the standard existing ones. Because this is what every customer knows.
It's like with Magic. I mean, everybody knows Magic. You have your knight 3+3. You never know if you want to put 4 in a row, but you have only 3 slots. So 1 slot is doubled. Or if you do 4 cards in 1 slot and you do that again, and no cards on the other side, plenty of ways of doing it. What is the next question? Will be in the future Gamegenic stuff part of the organized play kits?
Yes.
Do you want me to answer this one?
Yes.
Yeah, so about the organized play, it's same as with other topics about Gamegenic products. We need to plan a lot of time in advance to be able to deliver that. So I'll be honest, for the first part of the organized play, the one that is going to start in September, probably not. Probably not. Why? Because designing the organized play properly for expansions after expansions is something we have to think very thoroughly. We have to pay attention to how we do it, to cost, to production. And furthermore, we need to understand how much of those we need, which is very difficult to do in advance because you don't know how successful you're going to be. And you need to produce everything to provide the stores with all of the kits. So at the moment, we decided about a number of stores we would provide with organized play kits for the first core set for the first 4 months of the game. And we have decided in a way which is very easy to handle. So it will be probably only Cartamundi products, like only cards. And for the next expansions, we want to add more. So of course, Gamegenic is part of what we have in mind, but I cannot tell you yet exactly what and when. Yes, if we can do it, we want to do it. I mean, there is so much stuff that we want to do with Gamegenic that fits the organized play.
We have some couple of ideas already, but it's too early to talk about.
Yeah. Sorry, you will have to be a little patient. Next question from Lucky Knox. I know this guy. No more questions. So what's Adrian's favorite item? You mean from the altered brand or overall? So your favorite altered item?
To be honest, I love the deck wallet. This one.
So that's the one.
I'm pretty proud of this product. Sometimes it seems so easy. Yeah, it's easy idea, and sometimes the easiest ideas are the most difficult to have. So I'm pretty proud of because with this one, first of all, the material, the quality, the overall look, the feeling and the usability is so good to this game that I'm really proud of this one. And on top of that, I'm proud of every single product that we've designed. So we didn't take this for granted. We didn't make this easy. We didn't put, as I mentioned in the beginning, a logo on the product and tell everyone this is the official product. We really went the extra mile with you guys to make products that you can be also yourself proud of having for your game. I see so many different games out there, especially TCGs, where neither the ones that are producing these products are proud of it, nor the end consumers are proud of it. And that's the reason we really love what we do, and we are gamers ourselves, and we really want to have the very best experience on everything that we do. It sounds so marketing, but it's the truth. You know, you cannot fake the truth. You cannot fake quality. Nowadays, a lot of things are fake, unfortunately, but you cannot fake quality. Once you have experienced the products of Gamegenic, you will see it. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm very confident and proud of these products, and that's the reason that you can be proud as well.
Yes, then I have a question for you, because I mean those are products. So by the way, when you want to test a product, you want to touch it. Is there any way we could touch our audience could touch the Gamegenic products in the future? Besides, okay, just to say on our side, we have one of each, and only one of each that Adrian gave us. So we are going to bring them along with us wherever we go on conventions. But Adrian, Alonso, and Gamegenic might be doing other conventions we are not going to do. Is there a way people could know about that, if that's a thing? I don't know if that's a thing.
There's no convention right now that we are participating for end consumers where you will be able while the campaign is still during. Unfortunately, it was one time that it was when you did the thing in Paris, but also it was not open house, so it was kind of difficult. So during the Kickstarter campaign, ongoing campaign, it will be very difficult to see it and touch it, because all the presentation we will be doing, and also we need to be honest right now, is more in the B2B side, because the end consumers shows are later. You have a Gen Con, which is later. You have Spiel here in Germany, which is later. And of course, we will have these products at Gen Con and also at Spiel. So you will be able to try them out and play them and test them around that. But for end consumers, during now the campaign will be very difficult. They can visit us here, but it will be very difficult. I think people standing in line here to see the products.
Oh, just about us, because we have the products, one of which we will be in Cannes at the end of February in the south of France.
Yeah.
Probably the products will only be touchable by the retailers, because they will be on the retailer side of the things for Cannes. Then we will be at the Gala TCG in Paris. Probably you will have a chance to touch the products there. We should be at UK Game Expo in England. I have no idea how the setup will be, but hopefully you can touch the products there. Gen Con also is coming, so we will have the product with us at Gen Con. And later on there is Essen coming in October, where we should have the products too. So if by any chance you come to pass by our stand, our booth, and you might have a chance to grab them and see for yourself what the Gamegenic quality means for real. And also with any decks you will play with in any convention with us, you will have the Gamegenic as sleeves for them.
I need to add something in terms of qualities that you were saying. We still need to understand, and also for your audience, that all the products that we have here are still there are no prototypes anymore, thankfully. They are the finished products, but we have only you have a set and we have one set, and that's all, because these are the products that we have developed to be sure these are great. This is the final stadium, but they need production time. And production time, I'm maybe taking one question that was not asked yet, is production time is the reason that our products are coming a little bit later, because we need to understand the quantities that we need to produce. We need to book the slots of production time. And also what people don't know is these premium products, though you see that the stitching is so well done and so on, these are not machine done. These are handmade. Every single product of this premium product are handmade. It takes over 300 steps to produce a product like that. And it's people don't believe us when we tell them they are handmade. We work with the very best in this field to have this level of quality. And therefore, since they are handmade, it needs production time. And we cannot start production, and we could not start the risk of production quantities without knowing the outcome of the campaign. And that's the reason our products are a little bit later than cards that are usually something easier to produce and are coming later this year instead of together with the campaign. That's the reason.
So we have one last question from Gafken, I believe. He's a Bravos ambassador. He's someone from our community. I've seen him a lot of time. What item did you want to make but couldn't?
Planned ones or in general? I have so many crazy ideas. You don't want to see what's in my brain.
Okay, your answer, whatever you want. What is the biggest one you have in mind that you didn't do?
I don't know. Again, it's you don't want to be in my head. I have so many crazy ideas that I would love to develop, and I will develop at some point. And again, we strive ourselves every single day to innovate. To every product that we do should be better than the last one we've produced. I know it sounds like marketing, but it's the truth. The very best is just good enough for us. And therefore, in terms of developing products, I have so many ideas that sometimes are so ahead of time that it is even impossible to produce. So I have a box here, which would be the culmination of all boxes, but it's just impossible to produce right now. At least not for. Come again?
Can we see it?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, no prototype?
But I have a prototype here. So again, but it's so ahead of time that there are no ways to produce it to a decent amount of money in terms of making it successful. So that's the reason we have so many ideas in our drawers that from time to time, when the time has come, we are putting out. But again, innovation is everything but good innovation. Nobody needs innovation that nobody has needs.
And last demand for tonight, someone is asking, can you show us all the products you have? Because I know you have all the products in front of you. Can you show them all one by one, the products I can get from the Kickstarter?
Sure. So again, here's the altered deck wallet we just discussed. Then we have here also the one that we discussed, the Card Slayer Pro. And again, important to know here on this box, I'm repeating it, but I think it's important to know. Usually in a box like that, you have a flap that goes this way, and it's taking a lot of space on your table. So you cannot use it while you're playing. And our idea is to have boxes that you can use while you're playing. So the flap cups on the bottom and open or closed, it's taking the same space on your table. So we have the Card Slayer Pro here. We have all the sleeves here. Of course, not the packs, but you see all the sleeves. So this is also a very beautiful one, the original card pack. And this one has a border because the original card has a border. Otherwise, it would not have a border. All the other ones that don't have a border. So very beautiful sleeves as well. The adventure track here, which fits for your cards, and then you just like a puzzle, separate it, and then it fits also in the Card Slayer Pro. We got the 2 entry-level boxes. This one also with the original card. We got here a technology that we call Cobra Neck technology. Usually on comparable products in the market, it goes like that, and it's very difficult to take the cards in and out. Our technology allows you to open it more than 180 degrees without breaking anything. And now you can easily take the cards in and out. Plus, on top of that, you have this dedicated box here that has a secure locking mechanism where it clicks when it closes. Look at that. That's a satisfying sound. You know. Now you know that it is safely closed because you can put everything inside here, and you can close it and shake it, it will not pop open. Then you can put it here on top of that. This is a box in an entry level that doesn't exist like that. Then we got the two binders.
Binders.
Very beautiful as well. And important to know is that on the inside, usually you have black pages. We opted to have white pages because we think it's so much more premium looking like that. And the colors of the cards pop out even more with white pages. So you have with the hero. So also here you got these two combining products. And then you got the one with the original card pack, and also the deck box that goes with that. So you can have sleeve, also this one with the white pages inside. And then we have the freemium binder, same material as the other ones, really cool looking as well. And this one has a zipper, so all the cards are protected. And on top of that, same as the other ones, these are side loading pages. So the cards are stored like this way. And on the inside, you have also this microfiber, very beautiful microfiber. And here we decided to have the black one because the contrast of these colors was so good. So that's the reason on this one is the black launches. We have also pretty tokens that I don't have here. And I think it's pretty everything that we have on the campaign.
Yeah. The one thing I didn't see is the play tokens. You know, the one to say the status of your cards, like anchor,
I don't have it here, but
boost tokens and so on. So convenient. I mean, amazingly convenient.
It's amazing convenient, and it's of course having them acrylic looks much better, and they withstand much more time when you're playing with them. So they will be the same quality as this one. Also, I think here it's visible. Also, high class printing quality. Yeah. Again, we are pretty proud of this, and it is still the start point of this cooperation. So many other products coming. What I forgot is maybe also playmat.
Yeah, playmats.
We got here the Kickstarter exclusive one. This is also one of my favorites.
Yes.
Very beautiful looking one. And again, this is natural rubber. This is not neoprene. It doesn't stink like others, and it lays 100% flat on the table. And it's not something that is harming our environment.
That's beautiful. I know if we will do that one day, but I'd like to have one which is made for my keyboard and mouse. Just a gaming playmat with an altered on it. I like it.
No, in terms of asking, you never stop.
Yeah, of course. Why would we stop? And by the way, again, my left is the kind of guy who asks too. Well, thank you, Adrian. We are way over the time limit we usually have for this kind of stuff, the AMA. We hope you enjoyed the time with us, and also to the community. Thank you for being there with us tonight, asking all those questions. I think we covered most of the awaited, expected answers, expected questions that the community had. And well, anyway, you can keep asking us stuff on the Kickstarter campaign or on the Discord servers. And well, you will see us in some events, and maybe in Cannes for some of you, or in the US, or well, we will see. And you will eventually meet Adrian at the same time. Thank you to you, Adrian.
If you see me, come by. I'm always happy to answer any question. Thank you for having me.
Bye.